Alright, here we go again. 3 simple rules on the channel, no blah blah intro, no pausing, some yada yada at the end, and that's it. Ricky Gervais Show on Radio XFM Series 3, Episode 4, Farmer's Wife. Farmer's Wife, that doesn't sound like a quote. Farmer's Wife. So I don't know who said that. Lego.
Wallace Chambers, Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. And England are world champions again then, so...
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was amazing, wasn't it? See, I'm not a rugby man at all. I never watched rugby. I think the last time, I think was when we won about 12 years ago, whenever it was. And I got into it last week because I realised we were doing so well. I'll watch England win anything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what... In fact, I wasn't into war when I was little until I realised we were so bloody good at it.
We are really good at it.
You know, it's brilliant. But, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Right, that's the rugby thing over. What next? That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I had today.
It does seem... Sometimes I watch it and it does remind me of when I play rugby, because one of them will boot it down the field, and then someone will catch it and boot it straight back again.
Yeah.
Which is essentially how we
play
rugby.
I was made to play rugby. We had to play rugby. Yeah. And I don't think I'd get rid of the ball so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got tackled or fell over.
Yeah.
I think I touched the ball about 20 times in the 2 years it was compulsory.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's same as cricket. I can't... I'm a terrible batsman. I'm alright at bowling, but it seemed like the pastime for people I went to school was to injure you.
Yes.
It was funny to see someone poleaxe. It was funny to see someone get a cricket ball in the head.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know...
I never relaxed into rugby because the first day I was going to play it, my mum, I swear to God, my mother said, you're playing rugby today, you got the kit and everything. Enjoy it, be careful. There was a kid at my school who who broke his neck. And yeah, thanks very much for that.
See you later.
So I just went to school absolutely
one thing, broken neck, is that all? Did you get better in a couple of days? Oh,
no, can find a wheelchair.
No. Enjoy the game though.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely I was just petrified from that day.
See, at least American football, you know,
got
helmets.
the helmets.
Yeah, but anyway, no injuries, thank God.
Thank goodness.
So,
well, I tried to play rugby, but it's awkward when you've got glasses. I don't know, something...
You didn't really play with glasses on?
Yeah, of course, I couldn't see anything.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
How else was I
then obviously you don't play.
Oh my God.
So you're bound to be cautious, because inevitably you're a bit more cautious when you've got glasses next to your face.
Person on the pitch as well?
Yeah.
I mean, you were, when you were about 14, you were probably 6 foot already, weren't you?
Yeah.
And everyone else was, what, 5'2"?
Yeah.
So you were...
towering above them.
And with glasses on.
Just with the glasses on.
And you've got pretty cool glasses now. You've had a bit of a makeover. It's like Trinity and Suzanne said, first thing to go, the glasses.
Sure, sort them out,
Yeah. And presumably you used to have those National Health sort of bottle...
Pretty much. Yeah.
Is it true? You've never been able to mosh at a
concert?
I tried to
mosh. Because I've always watched people stage dive in, moshing at concerts. I've always thought that looks like brilliant. You know, when they ride above
like
everyone's heads,
like they're surfing across
someone's hands.
Amazing.
So everyone's like, yeah. And I've always wanted to do that because I'm a big rock music fan. And the only time I did mosh was at Rage Against the Machine. I've never moshed Rage Against the Machine.
I love the idea of a band called Rage Against the Machine, aimed at a man with glasses who won't mosh.
Well, it was at the Reading Festival, and I think the lead singer, I forget his name, he went, can I just remind everyone that racism and fascism are on the rise in Europe again. Let's not let it happen.
What did you do?
And we all cheered, obviously. I mean, if there's one thing that guarantees a cheer at Reading Festival, it's down with fascism.
And what did they do about it after the concert?
Pretty much went back and...
went home and had a cup of tea?
Probably, I don't know what they got
sure. They didn't go to Europe then and try and stop...
I don't think they got involved politically in Europe. I think they just continued to rage.
Against the machine?
Yeah, but largely in America, I think.
Sure,
But I tried to mosh, and I got moshing, and glasses flew off. And I remember, because we were playing away, you know, you do what you tell me, and I was just going, careful, I've dropped my glasses, can we be careful?
Loads of kids in hooded tops, just going mental.
Yeah, and they're all jumping up, can we just calm down for a second?
Let's not be silly.
Yeah. It was absurd, and I had to kind of, scrabble around on the floor, and thankfully they were okay, and they didn't get rid.
So what couldn't you do then?
What do you mean, what can I do?
What, at school? Can you not see without glasses?
No.
I mean, it's like that you couldn't do anything.
It's a blur.
Yeah. Really?
It's a blur, definitely.
God.
Yeah, it's like being kind of punch drunk or whatever. So yeah, you can't play sports when when you've got glasses.
But why not contact lenses? Because they're not strong enough.
No, they seemed a bit fiddly.
Oh, brilliant! Bit of Lou Reed.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, Satellite of Love. Classic. A retro cut. Lou Reed, with a little help from David Bowie there in the background. Satellite of Love on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Now, Steve, you know how Karl won't do anything outside his jurisdiction. He moans about stuff. He's got one job. We're doing about 5 things in the week. We just turn up and he's always available. He moans about it. He goes, "Oh, lucky you caught me." Right? He's chatting. He just He's one of those people that whinges enough, and people think he's overworked. So he got Mondays off. Right? He's just a whinger.
Yeah. I haven't got Mondays off though, have I?
Yeah. Well, anyway.
It's gone.
2 hours on a Saturday. This is what the phone message he left me Wednesday on my mobile. But just is chatting about certain things that are going on at the moment. What he does need to know. Duncan, who mentions, is my agent, and you understand a few other things. But this is the sort of message I get from Karl, right? Window.
Old messages.
Alright.
No.
12:10, Wednesday. Just getting loads of people calling me all the time about shit. Yesterday, DVDs signing for BBC London. I don't work there, but I've been dragged into that. I've got a woman on leaving a message from Talk PR going on about, do you want to go and see Pop Idol again? Right? They're just saying you and some listeners can go. So I'm sure you'll love that. I've got Jim Benner wanting you to introduce the tin buckets at the Astoria. So can you just let Duncan know that I'm doing his job whilst he's sat on his arse with his thumb firmly up his arse? Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
So,
That's
do you know what I mean?
I know, but that's the kind of phone message he's leaving.
But
Do you remember who he was before you...
But he's even annoyed that he gets a phone call. I remember he got a phone call for you to do a voiceover and didn't pass it on. You missed a voiceover. That was thousands of pounds.
No, I did pass it on though. I told you.
You
I
did,
said I
you
wouldn't.
said someone had phoned.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But who's that?
Well, she didn't say, and I didn't ask. But
Of course
it's not my
she
job to do
said.
it. She didn't say.
Rubbish.
So you didn't take
way.
the number down? She went, "Oh, can you tell Steve to call me?" And you went, "Yeah."
Yeah, well, I just thought you'd know
that is how it
already.
happened, isn't it?
I should have known. It was a woman, so I should have known.
He's having a go, you see?
Unbelievable. I don't know how it's gone back on me. You're the one who was picking on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. I'm defending. Why is he having a go at
But
you?
he never
Because
picks on Ricky because he knows you are his bread and butter. Seriously, you know what I mean? The only reason he's got Mondays off is because you're still doing this show.
yeah.
That's why he's scared of you. That's why he's he has a go at you on the phone, but he always picks on me because he knows, I'm a pushover, I'm a nice guy.
Apparently he no longer
He's scared
has
of
Mondays
you.
off.
I can't believe I don't know how it works.
Is that true?
Steve, I'm always sorting you out. I look after you.
I'm not
Sorted you
saying
out with
don't,
tickets.
but I'm not
Sorted
saying
you
no,
out
but
lager
I've got
out.
you today. Why are you
What?
picking on me?
What do you mean you're talking about
they're
tickets and
gonna
lager? What's
fight.
this?
Right, whenever you want tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
I don't want to use this as moaning time and that because I don't like to moan. I'm busy and that, right?
Yeah,
I
right.
sorted you out tickets for gigs,
Yeah.
right?
Well, somebody doesn't even turn up to.
Yeah, we won't even go on about that,
Yeah.
right? Lager,
He was sorting out the Cure. He complained it was boring.
yeah. There was that big drum of lager that you had, and you said, "Oh, put that in your room for me,
Yeah.
because I don't want to carry it home." Right?
Lazy.
So I said, "All right, then I'll put it in my room." It goes missing, it gets nicked. Then you have a go at me because it got nicked.
Yeah.
I get you another one. You make me carry it around town for you for half an hour. Then you say, "Oh, I can't be bothered taking it home. Can you take it back to work for me?"
Yeah.
Damn.
But interestingly, this is like a year ago, so it's still messing on you,
Oh,
is it?
hang on, and I forgot the one when we had an argument over 50p. When I went out for a
You
coffee.
didn't want to give me 50p back that you owed me.
That was the same day you'd given him about 40 quid worth of lager.
But see, this is my problem. This was my point at the time. It's not the 50p in terms of money is not what's important. The fact that you think you don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p, that was the point at stake. It's me who makes a decision. Oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you. It's only 50p. I'm not going to give it to you.
Jeez.
Do you know what I mean? There's got to be rules, otherwise it's chaos, Carl. Come on, mate.
No,
All right.
not a good
Fall
one
out
for
about
No,
it,
that's not right. Should we kiss and make up? Do you want that? Do you
No,
want to do
it's
that?
alright.
Steve always wants to
Get a
kiss
little
him.
record and come back to this. 'Cause
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up as the monster.
I know.
Bit of R.E.M.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's 50p. God.
REM and Animal. Animals would be REM and their Animals. Well, no, I'm just thinking. I wonder if there's a video for Animals and the Animal on a DVD.
No idea what he's saying.
Huh?
What
No, I'm just saying. I'm just it's REM there. It's just a good link. REM Animals. On a DVD would be. I've got an Animals DVD out.
Oh,
my
DVD,
DVD.
Okay.
My live stand-ups out. Buy it.
Stand-up.
HMV and Virgin.
Well,
No, I'm just saying. Animals. No, it's funny.
I don't think you should plug your stand-up.
I'm not plugging it. It came up in the Animals from REM.
I don't think you should plug your DVD.
Well, buy it now. It's a really good stand-up DVD.
If you're going to buy anything, I think I ought to balance this out really. If you're going to buy a DVD, you should probably buy the Office series too, because I get money for that.
That's been on telly. Animals. Animals hasn't been on telly. The Office has been on telly. It's bored with it.
But I don't get any money for the Animals
but that's
DVD.
what I mean. I get everything from Animals, whereas I've got to share The Office, where it was with you and some of the other actors, whereas I get the lion's share. Lion's an animal. The lion's share of Animals. It's all mine, you see. So.
The truth of it is that it's not. I mean, it's your stand-up, and it's not great. It's a bit weak. A lot of the observations are quite poor.
No.
You're a great actor.
I'm not rubbish.
Observations are poor.
One trick pony.
Well,
I just touch my tie and I look at the camera, bored with that.
Yeah.
Animals, whole new side.
Yeah. But frankly, you've been doing
15 quid.
You've been doing so much publicity on TV that if people have seen it all, they'll have probably seen all the best clips.
Yeah,
and I mean, there's only a couple of decent gags.
It's only really the dance, and you can get that on a JPEG.
Some other great stuff.
Don't buy The Office.
There's some other great stuff in there.
No. Phoenix Nights is better than The Office. So buy Phoenix Nights. Don't buy The Office. Okay.
Well,
right. Let's get on with it. That's that. Right, what else is happening?
You've probably heard most of the stand-up observations on this show, so...
Right, what have we got for us? Available in HMV. Go on.
Oh, well. I'm annoyed. Office. I was walking away from the show last week. I was walking towards Berwick Street. I like to look at the records and the record shops. And I was on my mobile phone, and I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute...
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" No.
You sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums away?
No, it was definitely...
Sex for a quid?
No, it was definitely a prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like, can you imagine, who would what, am I going to hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back? You say you want me to meet more women.
And you sent me that 30 quid
exactly.
for my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a whore. And it was just sort of, you could tell that she was clearly probably desperate for crack or a latest fix of smack. So she was literally, the normal etiquette of prostitution, that they hang around, they show some thigh. I've seen this in films.
They woo ya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take you out for a meal, that sort of thing. That sort of gone out of the window, and she was just there, desperate, running around the streets.
Did she go out of a window? Because that's another thing they sometimes do, specialist ones.
But I was shocked, because I've never been propositioned before like that.
Really?
In London.
It's weird, isn't it? Carl, thoughts?
I think you'd be sort of approached a lot, because they tend to sort of go for people who look like they haven't got much chance. Sure. And I'm not being mean.
No.
Sorry, I'll let you go. In what way aren't you being mean? By saying that
Steve knows is a little bit odd looking.
I don't think. Well,
no, he does. Do you know?
Yeah, no, but it's not what he thinks of his looks. It's what he thinks of you talking about his looks on...
No, but it's like how you were talking before about, your eyes are bad. It's nature's little way of saying, look, nothing to see here. Right?
I don't get that!
I don't know what you mean.
But when you look in the mirror and that, they've gone, look, he hasn't got the looks, let's make his eyes bad. Right? Nothing to see here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, balancing it out. Right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Now we're on the topic.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
my chest is going to burst at this moment.
Whenever we go into this conversation, I always think to myself, Carl, do you know what you look like?
I'm going to...
Seriously, can I be honest with you? You look like, if you've got like a balloon, a hot air balloon, right? Just a little balloon, like a party balloon.
That's the one.
If you drew a little face on it, right, and inflated it about halfway, that's what you look like.
Hearing this in the insults. Karl versus Steve, all the insults.
No, play a record. I don't want to get into this. It's too intense.
Now you've got onto this. Let's just nip it in the bud now. I'll tell you something that I wasn't going to tell you because I think
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Right, it was on the tube. Right, well, someone told me they were on the tube. Right, and the tube pulled into a station. Right, and one of the women saw the poster that's out at the moment with you and Rick on it, right? Yeah. Oh, so no. this woman apparently goes, oh look, there's Ricky. Ricky's on the radio, right? And the other woman goes, oh yeah, don't you listen to it? So she goes, oh, I didn't know he was on the radio. And she goes, oh.
Sorry, Steve.
Look at.
Because he didn't sound this bad.
She said, oh, look at that person he's with. So she goes, yeah. She said, that's Steve. She said, I was sort of aware that he looked odd because Karl mentions it on the radio.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much of a blow to me, but I can see how it was a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
So that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
And that isn't me sort of telling this woman to say anything. That was all happened without anybody else sort of bringing it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Steve is uncomfortable.
Was it? Sorry, you seem to be relishing this. Was it because of the little balloon story that made you?
Honestly, Steve, I wouldn't have told you, but if you're going to start, having a pop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't just sit here and take it and that.
No.
I mean, all mates.
Yeah, it's just,
yeah. Well, I mean, I was mistaken for Johnny Vegas. Steve's got a story about that, if you want to have a go at me.
Well, someone just thought you were fat with a beard, which is true.
Well, don't have a go at me, because he said you looked...
No, you started it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You were milking it.
I was laughing.
You were egging him on.
I
was.
Ricky.
Yeah.
But let's not,
Oh, it's a good job you've got lots of good mates like Jonathan Ross who you can go and hang out with. Don't need other friends, people who've helped you in your career.
More jealous here with Jonathan Ross.
He's good looking bloke, isn't he, Jonathan Ross? Play a record. Out of Time by Blur. Luckily we're not out of time. Got another hour and 25 to go. So it's not over yet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
We've had quite a lot of emails, as ever, Rick. I should just say, because we're very lazy.
It's a much listened to show.
We're very lazy people, and we rarely reply or read out the emails, but
I never read the emails.
Absolutely
so
never
I rely, if I haven't replied to them, all my mail, Steve opens my mail and reads my emails. So if I haven't replied, it's just because he hasn't passed it on to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't passed it on to you because I know you'll never reply.
Sure.
So, I'm just cutting out that. But I just want to say thanks for the emails. We do read some of them, and we do appreciate the fact people send in jokes.
I appreciate it. I love it.
But
we don't have to do anything towards it.
Sure, we had an email from Jack. He just said he missed the last 2 weeks' shows. Has he missed anything?
Not really. No, it's the same stuff.
Same
I
rubbish.
think last week Karl was having a go at Chinese people not aging well. He had a go at the gays, and he came up with a ludicrous story about a monkey that was impossible. So I don't think Jack's missed much. Go on.
We've just had an email from the Pringles people.
Oh, right. Good, because it's finally started to happen. I hear these stories about people getting given cars and Armani suits and trips abroad, and we haven't had that, but finally people are starting to, realise what we're doing, our impact on society, and we've got a whole box of Pringles sent to us. Not on those little tubes, the proper tubes, the foot-long tubes. Yeah. So... and what have they said?
Well, the Pringles guys
want them back.
No, they've said they like the show, and if you want more Pringles, give them a call and they'll send you more Pringles.
Yeah. I bloody love Pringles.
Yeah.
Pringles are... The thing about Pringles is, they're Moorish, right? Yeah. But, how would I put it? You know the sort of thing, when I open them, and by that, when I pop...
right.
Yeah. I have to eat it... okay, how can I put this? When I pop, I can't stop.
What do you mean? I don't...
Well, when I pop them open, I can't stop eating them.
Right, when you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's because of the chemicals. I think that might be the reason.
But they're good chemicals.
They're good chemicals. They're the best chemicals.
Pringle chemicals.
They're not bad chemicals.
Lovely.
Like using chemical
so
water.
Yes, I want some more Pringles.
Yes,
what else
more Pringles. It's interesting actually. You were saying that like other people, like Kylie, I imagine, would get given sort of maybe sexy underwear. You got Robbie Williams where he gets the Armani suits. You get sent the crisps, which seems appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, but it's nice to be sent. Go on.
Talking of Pringles, on the Finchley Road tube station, on the way in,
There's a lot of Pringles there, isn't there?
Well, I'll tell you a job I don't like.
What?
I wouldn't want to be doing. The woman, there's a little woman who sits in the little snack stall on Finchley Road station.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to describe it really. She is surrounded by snacks. She can't move for snacks.
Does it look like American Beauty, but with
it's not dissimilar to that. Yeah. It's a little hut on the station, and it's like if you go to the seaside, you can put your head through one of those cardboard cutouts, and it looks like you're a big fat person or whatever, and you can have your photo taken. It's like an equivalent of that, but it's just snacks everywhere. She's got bananas up to her chin. She's got chocolate coming down to her eyes, crisps either side of her. She can't move. She can't do 360 degrees. She's like packed in there. I don't know how she gets in there.
I think they put her in there first, and pour in the bananas.
Yeah.
They go pour in the nuts.
She has 2 hours of makeup before they
exactly,
dressing her in there. Because I'll ask for something from the fridge, and she cannot turn her head to see. She has to go by feel alone, just to feel the fridge, and gets the man past it. And often I'll say, that's not what I wanted, but she can't. You gotta let her off. It's extraordinary.
Dear.
But there's no music playing.
Does she have to sell her way out of it?
Exactly.
If it's a snow day, she's stuck there till the next day.
Yeah, it's like a world-breaking attempt.
Yeah. Oh dear. That's Finchley Road. So if
you're on Finchley Road or just want to pop down there, have a look at the snack woman because it is. It's
how does she get refills though?
I don't know how it works. I don't know how she goes to the toilet or eats. I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
But God bless her.
That's one of the jobs you wouldn't have.
That's jobs I would not like.
I've always worried about working in one of those big photocopying places.
Sure.
Because it's just that constant taste of toner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so dry, and I just imagine going to work with a hangover.
Yeah.
8 hours in that sort of
I think it's those jobs where what's the best that can happen that day? Do you know what I mean? The photocopying shop. What's the best?
Well, they probably have interesting things like people going in and photocopying
porno mags.
Can I have 30 copies of my arse?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the staff party.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I could do that in here.
Yeah.
Carl, what job wouldn't you want to do? Well, any job. You're a lazy.
You're joking, aren't you? I've done loads of stuff. I'm quite happy now doing what I'm doing.
Boxing.
You look happy.
I think
you sound happy.
Yeah, I mean, calm down. You're on drugs.
I'm alright.
Are you on E?
Before England have won and that. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, go on, happy for them.
I'm happy in that.
Yeah, what do you mean happy for them? We are England. Happy for us. Yeah. I mean, we didn't play. I did very little towards it.
No.
It was mainly Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah, I barely contributed. Switching on the TV was about as much as I did.
Exactly. And shouting, "Come on!"
Yeah. Talking about jobs and that, though, I was reading the other day about rubbish jobs that people have had and stuff.
I haven't got time when I'm at work, man. I just get on with it. I'm not squiddly diddly. Fingers in pies, different jobs. Go on.
Do you know Ivor the Terrible?
Ivan. His Russian. Yeah, that was the Welsh fella. It was bloody awful, but not as bad as his Russian cousin, Ivan. Yeah. Go on.
He had a fella doing some work for him. Right? This fella built his house.
Okay, sounds like a gardener.
After it was done, right, the terrible fella was like...
terrible fella, Ivan.
He was going, oh, brilliant, you've done a good job there.
Yeah.
I don't want you to build another one like that. Took his eyes out. Just stopped him making an house like that again.
Blimey.
That's bad, isn't it?
Why did he take away his trowel? Then he could have seen that he couldn't have built a house without a trowel. You can't build a house without a trowel.
Yeah.
I suppose he probably later thought that once he'd been nicknamed Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah.
He thought, why? Because you gouge people's eyes out.
Yeah, but I didn't want to build another house.
I know, but
take his trowel away. What would I have been then? Ivan the crafty at most.
Exactly, yeah.
Ivan the jealous, Ivan the spoilt brat. But gouge someone's eyes. That is bloody terrible. I'm surprised you're not called Ivan the. Do you know what I mean?
You're going to get down in history like with Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
He's mainly remembered for impaling.
Yeah. He did a lot of other stuff.
He did a load of great charity work. He did.
The impaling is the thing that's really gone down in history. When were you reading about Ivan the Terrible?
No, it's just
or Ivor the Terrible is the thing you remembered from this informative article?
No, it was just little bits like that. Talking about him, there was a thing about someone who worked for that fella who painted the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel?
Yeah. There was a thing, a woman who worked for him in his house. And
I love how you assimilate information when it's just bordering on the academic, or just the interesting and true. It's wonderful. Ivor the Terrible gouged someone's eyes out 'cause built him an house. That fella who painted that ceiling had a woman work for him. Imagine if you wrote that down in an essay. Imagine if you wrote that in a school essay.
Well, you probably end up with not getting a grade, or
or thinking you turned out to more than you had.
Exactly. Anyway, the woman who lived with
the woman who lived in a shoe. Go on.
Yeah, there was this woman who lived with him, and she used to go out and do all this shopping and that.
Yeah.
But because she couldn't read or write, he used to have to draw everything that he wanted.
Why couldn't he just tell her?
I don't know.
No, but no, wait. That's an excellent point. Could she talk?
Yeah, but if it's a big list and that, loads of different coloured paints.
But why couldn't she draw on a piece of paper? Why did he have to do it?
Because he's a better drawer, isn't he?
Yeah. That's the point. We were just looking for the logic of the story. You found it.
You've done it. Play a record.
Oh, he's awesome. It's amazing. Sounds like he's describing a gardener at some point,
I Don't Owe You Anything by the Smiths on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, over to you. This is the time where we play, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is Blockbusters, but with music. See you later. Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD,
Animals,
which
cool.
is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It's weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues. Just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like...
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Good, you gave up on that, did you?
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jesus.
Alright, maybe don't.
Listen,
take that long.
I'm a broadcaster.
Words are my tool.
Go on.
Alright, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. God. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right.
Go to the northeast.
If it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter.
Going to the northeast, what are you going there for? Right. Yeah. S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist who starts with an S, and that's the clue. Right. Second one. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. That's G. Right. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right.
G.
And the third one is a Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming.
That's one way you're gonna have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
DS for that one. Right. So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a bit dear and that, a bit pricey. So
so give us some again quickly.
Right, the first one, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp, That's G.
Changes
and
a bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey.
S.
And that's DS, so email in or text.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's the text?
83XFM.
Nothing works.
Brilliant.
Right. Play some ads?
Yeah.
G. Oh, Genesis. Genesis.
Steve, is there anything wrong with a bit
He
of
said
old-fashioned rock and roll?
instead
Yes
of
or
said
no?
lamp.
I do not believe so.
Yeah,
Well, then there's Jet, so
Genesis.
roll over DJ on XFM 104.9.
That's gotta be it.
Who are you?
Ricky Gervais, who are you?
Steve Merchant.
Who's that little bald mank whinging twat over there?
Karlpilkington.
Yeah, sure.
One and only.
Alright.
Now,
go on.
Rick, as you know, there's always junk lying around in this studio, and not all of it is Rockbusters prizes.
No.
And there's I'll just be
service the playlist.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just flipping through an old copy of the Guardian Guide from last week.
Sure.
The little listings thing.
And
I don't know if people might have seen it. There was a documentary on this week about the transfer of British sitcoms to America.
Yeah.
And we did an interview for that because I'm remaking the show over in the States. And I'm just flicking through, and I noticed there's a little write-up about it here, and it says blah, 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 and it says, quoting me, it says, "We don't care if David Brent becomes a woman," burbles Steve Merchant, eyes bulging with imagined riches. No, my eyes bulge normally. That's not me being greedy, that's
You know
just
the thing
me.
I did on it when I sort of like rub my fingers together and do that stupid Brent.
bulging with
people say,
imagined
seriously.
glitches. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's extraordinary.
Oh, some people got it, but I think I saw in the paper the next day said Gervais's mannerisms could have been transferred as dollar signs. Well, I was doing it sarcastically. I was doing it like that. I was pretending that I just cared about the money.
Yeah.
So, irony, you see, people say Americans don't get irony. Most people here don't get irony.
Absolutely right.
We don't
That's why
call
they think
things
this
of the
show's
ice thing.
Yeah, I know.
We fooled them.
Yeah.
We've had the last laugh. We
Exactly.
think it's really good.
Exactly.
Carl, come on. Let's have some news. Let's do some proper radio. Have you? All your news comes from Ananover, doesn't it?
What will Dr. Fox do about now at 2 o'clock? He'd do some amusing news.
It's coming up for 2, and here is the news with
Do
Karl
bong
Pilkington.
news.
Well, like I said, it's just headlines, and I don't bother reading on if I
No
like
point.
the headlines.
And it's all from
Finally.
Ananover, not from a newspaper or.
It's not made up or anything. These
No,
are real
okay then. Well,
headlines,
let's see. Okay,
Just
imagine Tom
headlines.
McDonald doing this. It's
These are
like-
real news headlines.
Okay then. Well, they're real to Carl. Okay, here we go. And here is the news with Karl Pilkington. Bong.
Man hid in wardrobe to avoid work.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Bong.
Teenager gets stuck in washing machine.
Bong.
Dutchman has 2 right feet.
Bong.
Cow hit by train lands on farmer's wife.
That is the real news to you, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
Oh, dude. Oh.
See that coming?
I just think of the cow flying through the air, and the wife going, "Oh no! Oh dear!" Dutchman has 2 right feet.
Yeah, he's having some operation or something, and
What they put the wrong foot on him?
he's got 2 right feet.
Oh
something.
god, that's nuts.
Well, maybe it was only a right foot that was available.
Good dancer.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Nice.
Well, in real news, I was I followed that thing with it was that fella that got into the
God,
palace when
that
Bush
was
was there.
nuts.
Right, an
The
undercover journalist.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a problem if he was a terrorist, but it's sort of like, and as the palace said, you know, all our tests are to expose terrorists, not journalists.
Yeah.
I just think
Okay.
it was no big deal, really.
Yeah.
I think it was much more bigger deal for
Well, I
the
think it was-
journalists than anyone else. It's like, well, okay, well, all the journalists in the world can pop up as long as no terrorists get in.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. A bloke just got through a terrorist. No, an ice cream seller.
Yeah.
That's all right. Then.
Who's that there waiting hand for finger? I can't believe it. It's Baz Bammingboyne from the Daily Mail. And I think that's Gary Bushell. That's fine.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it was just that all he did wrong though was just lied on his CV.
Well, I think he did.
But everyone lies on their CV.
Of course. Of course. Everyone
actually,
gives references.
I don't think I've ever done a CV. I tried to lie. I did one once when I was at ULU and I was an events manager. I applied for a job at Radio 1 for events manager. Didn't even get an interview.
Yeah.
So I just stopped the CV lark.
Sure.
No, I just, you know.
The one knocked back and that was
Exactly.
it.
No, well, yeah. So,
You've lied on your CV, have you, Carl?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like something from Little Britain. Yeah, no. Yeah, loads. Yeah, go on. Come on.
there was
It's radio.
one when
Come on.
there was a job going at Granada. In fact, this isn't even lying, and I still didn't get the job.
Go
right?
on.
But
Well, you
Granada.
don't get a job just because you don't lie. It's not. Have you lied? No, you got the job.
No, but there was they ask you loads of stuff, don't they, that you think, oh, that's got nothing to do with the job. I don't know why you're bothering me asking me certain stuff. Right?
Qualifications
Like-
and that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, it was languages,
Yeah.
right?
What did it say?
So
It just said, you know, put your name, put your address, languages, right? And,
What? Oh yeah.
And I
What,
just-
you don't speak any other languages, do you?
well, I just thought English, quite good.
You didn't.
No, I did. Honestly, asked Suzanne.
I think you told me this. before.
English
Did
quite
you really
good.
put English quite good?
Yeah, honest to God.
English quite
Didn't
good.
hear that.
Well, you know what they meant now. That you know what your error was, don't you?
Just
Are
tell
you
him,
fluent
just-
in
just
French,
tell him.
German, Chinese?
Yeah, but I didn't want them to think I've got loads of big words and that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't use loads of big words and stuff.
No,
but
they
there's
meant.
no
Do you
point.
speak any other languages?
It's any other languages, Carl, not the
They
one your
assume that you
native
can
language.
speak English because you're filling out a form.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's like language is none. They assume you can speak something, and they probably think it was English. And to put quite good when you are
that's
English.
the problem.
Yeah.
English is your first language, yeah, I'm quite good at it. I see your point though.
It's true though, isn't it?
You never lie.
I'm not sure quite good is accurate.
No, poor. English,
weak.
Poor. Weak. You didn't get the interview, no? What did Suzanne say when you told her you put that?
She just laughed. It was too late. It was too late to do anything.
How's her hair? Do you want to talk about it?
Right, she's off today, so
Is it alright, is it? Oh, she's listening, you mean?
she's at home today.
But it's probably alright now, isn't it? Because a bad hair day, it doesn't last.
But it'll be nice.
Didn't feel
today.
Slade.
You're scared of her, aren't you?
No, I mean I don't want to.
You've learned your lesson that, you know,
Nah.
you can't talk about people like that. Because it upsets them.
Yeah.
Well, plus
Oh,
I can't do it
yeah.
all now because we're doing Pulp Fiction later, and it sort of involves
Oh,
Red.
that's
So
Brilliant.
let's.
Excellent. There's
Why
me
would
thinking
you
that
do
you're
that?
being considerate.
Yeah.
Or worried about
God.
You don't want to
David.
use up the material until later.
Play a record.
Jesus. Never learns, ever. Amazing. Kind of wanted to know what Carl thinks about the
Travis,
eyes
beautiful
bulging.
occupation. What's the best job you've ever had still, Carl? Talk about occupations. It is still
Paper round.
Is it still the paper round?
Paper.
That's ridiculous.
No, it was good though. If you look at it, like, you know what I liked about it, you're your own boss.
No, you're not. You're not your own boss.
No,
The bloody estate agent is your boss.
All right, but then once you get out and you've got your papers and that, you sort of you're on your
Do
own.
what you want
can
as long
think
as you
about
deliver the
stuff.
papers exactly to the places he said you are in the time he said.
Yeah,
It's
and I did.
freedom, isn't it? Any jobs you wouldn't do?
Uh,
I just thought of one that you wouldn't do
go on.
with your sort of mild homophobia.
Well, I'm not.
Proctologist.
What's that?
Basically sticking your finger at other people's arses.
Right. Well, I wouldn't do that. No. Why have you got to do that?
I can't figure it out.
What do you mean, why have you got to do
Well, why
that?
does anyone need that doing?
Because they've got to look if they've got an arseache or something.
Which trainee doctor makes that their speciality?
Do you know what I mean? That must be, right, we got a place for proctologists, and it's you, Meadows. You came last.
Oh, seriously, what? I'm not the arse doctor, am I?
Yeah, you came last.
Oh, I'm a bum GP. I can't
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. You got to. Oh, I can't believe this. That must be it, mustn't it?
Well, presumably no one would choose it. No one would purely if you can have the brain surgery.
Well,
heart.
what if you were brilliant but you were shy? You couldn't look people in the face.
Yeah.
You could be. You could do anything you want. You know, just don't want to look at them. Just want to do their asses.
Yeah.
Really? Just want to do the asses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Carl's face. You didn't know there was such a thing as an arse doctor, did you?
No, not really. Specialised. He does nothing all day but that.
Well, he probably has a sandwich about 1 o'clock. Yeah. Washes his hands. What do you mean there's nothing all day but that? You don't say that about a brain surgeon or thoracic surgeon, do you?
No, but that all day. That's not good, is it?
I love the fact that I can blow his mind with just things that people take for granted. A dentist just looks in mouths all day.
Yeah, but that oh, that's a bum
What?
job. That bum job.
Just think of that. Oh.
So what do you need to know then? There,
It's a lot to know.
you got to have nice nails.
Yeah.
No rough edges.
Well, you'd be alright, because you got that job handing out biscuits to the old people because you had nice hands, didn't you?
So, yeah. And I know a lot about biscuits. I know me biscuits.
Do you?
Yeah, I know which ones they like and that.
Do you? What do they like? What do old people like?
Good quality cookies.
Rich
Do they
tea.
really? Because that's my least favourite. I would never eat a bourbon. I could be starving and I wouldn't eat a bourbon.
If you want to let us know what your favourite biscuit is, email in.
Yeah.
XFM.
But I'll tell you what, with all them eating biscuits, I bet they get arse problems, don't they? So you could double up, couldn't you? You could be handing out biscuits in the morning and checking out.
So why would you go and have that done then? What sort of problems then?
What do you mean?
Colon.
Loads of problems.
Like what?
Prostate.
And they've got to go there. They have to like have a little, you know.
Well,
problem.
there was that. I told you that story. That bloke. It's not an apocryphal tale because it's about an orderly's report, and this is the bloke that filled out the form of what happened. He went into hospital basically with a sauce bottle up his arse, and on the report, he said, obviously, you know, pleasuring himself using a sauce bottle.
Jeez.
And on the report he had to fill out, he said that he'd been shopping at Safeways, and he'd come in with his shopping, and he'd forgot his key, so he'd put his bags down on the step, right? And he started climbing up the drain pipe to get in, right? But as he was climbing up, his trousers and pants fell down. He slipped and fell, and the sauce bottle went up his arse. And the orderly said this story would be somewhat believable if Safeway sold their sauce bottles with condoms already attached.
It's like a game of Kaplunk.
So he put, I love that he put a condom on it. I wonder if that was so he didn't want to get an infection from it, or he wanted to use it on his chips later. So waste not, want not.
Talking of arse,
yeah.
Blockbusters. We should give those clues again because we're not getting many right responses here. Let's give them once more.
Oh, do you know what I think? Because the mentalists out there get his clues and they're rubbish. So I think his clue must be so whale.
Officially a mentalist.
That is something wrong.
Sure
do you know what a
some
pun
of them
is,
right.
don't you? You can't change the word. You can't have, he's bald and he rides a bike. Who's that? Bicycle Stipe. That doesn't count. It's got to be Michael Stipe for it to be correct. It's got to be Michael Stipe, yeah?
Alright, well, the most we've got 2 right, right? So...
Let's hear the clues again.
Alright. First one was, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
I have no idea.
S. It's a band or an artist that starts with S, right? I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Scorpions,
Second one.
Supremes.
She's related to the man in the lamp.
Yes.
Right? That's G. Band or an artist.
I think there's
The last
Genesis.
The Jamaican fellow would love to live there. It's a bit pricey though. Right? DS. Right?
DS.
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 Email in or text in.
DS.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Or on the text,
Nice.
83XFM.
That one.
Dylan's of course playing in London this week.
Yeah.
And
Good luck
it's
to
a
him.
classic. Bob Dylan, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue from 1960 something.
Bit of trivia for you, Steve.
Go on.
That is the last record we ever played on the old XFM before we were fired.
I bet that was a moving moment for about 8 people.
I just thought of something. You know that thing we did about, they said that we just cared about the money, selling it to America?
Yeah.
If we cared about money,
Yeah.
would we be here now? Do you know what I mean?
I know.
I think this proves that we don't do things for the money.
Exactly.
Jesus. Alright, Carl?
Couple of emails. Monkey Matt's emailed us.
Who?
Monkey Matt.
Oh, Matty, yeah, go on.
Yeah. He says...
How's the Monster?
He's alright. He says, Carl has missed a cracking headline from the Sport. Hide-and-seek champion found dead in cupboard.
Oh,
I hope it's real.
jeez.
I don't know if it is.
I doubt it.
Just looking through some of the news stories that Carl did make it into Carl's news roundup.
Yeah.
This one you might be interested in. Headline: Woman says partner ran off to become vampire. And it says a young mother says her partner has dumped her to become a vampire. Rebecca Roberts from Somerset says Matthew Barrett fell for a blood-worshipping woman in a US cult. The 23-year-old mother says he began shaving all his body hair, dressed in black, and used Rebecca's lipstick to redden his eyes. Rebecca caught him performing weird blood rituals in front of his computer at night, cutting himself to prove commitment. She said, I thought it was just a hobby. Everyone's got a right to one. I was pleased he found an interest.
Brilliant.
This is apparently from The Sun. Apparently he's left, he's gone to America, he's living in this Ohio-based cult. But it's the last bit where she's been asked whether or not, if he came back, would she take him back?
Sure.
And this is where I wonder if the journalist, you know how journalists are supposed to just report the news, be objective.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe the journalist here has maybe had some interference.
Made the quote better for them than go on.
Because it says, I never thought this would take over his life. Now, if he came back, I'd say fangs, but no fangs. I can't believe. Imagine you're the woman, Rick.
Okay.
And I've come back.
You're the journalist.
I'm the journalist, and I've come in and I've said, okay, I read about this.
All I have to do is not say that thing.
You've come. I know you're obviously quite upset. It's gone
gutted.
off. If he came back, would you take him back?
Definitely not.
Right. What would you say to him then if he came back?
Just get lost.
Right, but
I'm really pissed off with you.
Would you perhaps say something a bit more pithy?
Not in this situation, no.
You're upset?
He cuts himself, he drinks blood, he's left me.
Sure,
no,
sure,
sod
sure.
off. I'm not interested, mate.
Because I tell you what.
Go on.
I mean, I like what you said there, but I wonder if we could condense that a bit more. If he came back, would you say...
Go away.
Would you ever say something like, thanks, but no thanks?
No, because it makes it flippant, because I'm really angry.
I know you're annoyed.
And I'm upset, so I wouldn't say... I certainly wouldn't say thanks. I might say no thanks.
But what if you sort of said it, like, aggressively, like you were giving him the finger? Thanks, but no thanks. Like, you didn't really mean
sort
it.
Of sarcastically?
Sarcastically, would you possibly say
I might say thanks, but no thanks, and that'll be it, and that's and I'd leave it there. I'd never change that.
Sure.
I'd never change those words.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you like puns?
Hate them. Right. I don't like Countdown. I don't like QI. I don't like any of those posh Cambridge, Oxford type. I hate puns.
If you had to say thanks but no thanks in the form of a pun, what would you maybe say?
I wouldn't. I never would.
Right.
I'd say thanks but no thanks. I would. I mean, I feel embarrassed that I'd even say that because I don't think I would even say thanks but no thanks.
Okay.
But if I did go that far, I'd leave it there.
Sure.
So,
have you ever noticed, as I have,
go on,
the similarity between the word thanks and fangs?
Not really.
It's very similar.
Not
thanks,
really.
Fangs,
F-T-H, there's a K.
Fangs very much.
G, it's A and S, well, the A, the N and the S, but that's about it.
Would you agree it sounds marginally similar?
Yeah,
Is it possible you might one day say fangs but no fangs?
I wouldn't know.
Right. I could put that though, could I?
But don't say I said it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Fangs but no fangs.
Yeah. This is the thing. Just, if you ever read an article in The Sun, The Mirror, anything, do not believe it. Really seriously question and query it, because...
If it ends with fangs, no fangs.
If it ends with a pun, almost certainly they never said it.
Yeah. It's a good point, actually, fangs but no fangs.
Feeder. You know what? I'm annoyed at now, right? We've got another ad break coming up. How many ad breaks have we had in this show?
I know.
Carl, how many ad breaks have we had in this show?
It's only about 3 an hour. 3 or 4 an hour.
3 or 4 an hour, so I've got 3 minutes. So, 20 minutes. 20 minutes is wasted on shite. I mean, apart from the stuff we talk about.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because someone said to me last week that they felt that there were more adverts now on the show than there used to be.
Are there more adverts
Rick,
on the show?
I think, just checking some of the emails, I think that's because people are requesting them. They find them more entertaining than what we're giving them.
But, can't we sort this out?
Don't go on about it.
No, can't we though? Why can't we have less? Why have we got so many? Is it...
It happens, doesn't it?
Well no, you can't listen to radio in after every record. It's bad enough trying to keep me listening with the rubbish we come out with.
Yeah, we've got Rockbusters here, let's get them back. Right,
Come on then. Right, has anyone got all 3?
No.
No, right, okay, so there's something, I'm gonna ban Rockbusters.
How can it not be
okay,
Genesis?
go on then, what are the clues again? Tell me the answers.
Give us the ones that they did get.
G.
Alright,
Who else is
they
it
did
gonna be? Lamp. G. It has
she's
to be
related to the man in the lamp.
What's that?
That was G.
Gina.
That was Genesis.
Yes,
Right.
I know it.
Genesis.
Like Genesis.
Yes,
So
that's exactly
the
it.
sister of the genie.
Yeah,
Genesis.
Genie.
Genesis.
Yeah,
they got that
that's
one.
No. What's the band's name?
Yeah. Genesis.
Genesis.
No, say the band name. Genesis. Right, okay. Well, I don't get it, because Genie is nothing like that.
Well, they did, so don't
Right,
worry
okay.
about it. Stop worrying about
you
it.
have to
Stop worrying
pronounce
about
it
that.
wrong.
Right. The
That's how you
third one
get it.
was, the Jamaican fella would love to live there,
Go on.
but it's a little bit pricey.
Go on.
Right? That
What was the initial?
DS.
DS.
Deer Streets.
What?
Right? It's a dear street to live on.
Deer Streets, oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. They're a band.
Dear
That's
Streets.
Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits! It's not Dire Straits!
I'll say
Deer Streets!
The Jamaican fella.
Go on, make it sound like that.
Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Dire Straits.
Yeah, no, it's still not. Keep going.
Dear
I
Straits.
haven't got it yet. Go
Dire
on.
Straits.
Dear
Oh
Streets.
no, that's too
Deer
much.
Streets.
They got that one as well, so...
Right, well, let's hear the one they did
Can I
get.
do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
Right.
Dire Straits.
Dire Straits.
The
It's
first
not the
one,
same!
the first one they struggle with was, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Well, when you say struggled with, no one got this.
Yes. I
No
have
one
no
got
idea.
it.
People
on then.
didn't even attempt it.
Okay, go on, the northeast. What?
I'm going to the northeast. What are you
Thought
going there
Scorpion
for?
Supreme.
Seal.
Seal.
Seal? What?
Seal Korea.
Hull's up in the northeast. Isn't it?
Hull, it is, yeah.
Hull.
Sea Hull, yeah.
Sea
Yeah, so
Hull.
what
I
are
haven't
you
heard of
going
them
there
either.
for?
Is that-
Not a seal, right? So that works.
Who's Sea Hull?
Seal.
Oh, Seal. What's that got to do with the north? Right.
Seal. So I say it.
Okay, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's the end of Rockbusters.
I can't believe we even brought it back, Rich.
Right, I'm serious. That's the end of Rockbusters.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'd love to hear some adverts now instead of that.
Well,
So would I. Adverts are better than that.
And I'm just saying,
Doesn't matter.
Laura's
Fine.
Oh
Well done, Laura. Well done, Laura.
but we'll give her that.
Yeah, just play the ads. I'm actually looking forward to the ads.
Really looking forward to it. I hope there's a
That's crazy. That is crazy. Seal. Come on.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. We're all in love on XFM 104.9. Sorry about Rockbusters. That's the end of it, definitely, because it was dreadful. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Do you know what I mean, Steve?
Yeah.
It's quite funny, but that was awful.
I mean, we've apologised for that quiz so many times.
I know. We've given it. I think it's
You
2
keep bringing it
comebacks.
back.
No, they don't like it. They don't like it because it's
like it, they
that's
love
too. That people. No. That's the end of that. Less adverts next week. Sort that out because it's awful. 20 minutes of adverts. Do you know what I mean? It's not what people listen for. So, right, redeem yourself. Have you got the film thing you're in?
Right, yeah, I'm in a film. It's Pulp Fiction this week.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Changed it a little bit, tweaked the storyline a little bit.
Okay.
It's just
To make it better, yeah.
It's just do you know I've talked about Suzanne's hair and that?
Yeah.
About when she got it cut, didn't like it and that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of about that. Listen to it. There'll be a question at the end. You can win some good stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Right?
Good stuff.
And this is the scene
Crap.
where they're in the restaurant. Do you know when they're about to do the robbery?
Yeah,
So it's not a restaurant. Change that. It's a barber's.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. There you go then.
Is there going to be a question after this?
Oh,
Yeah.
Barbara's because of Suzanne. Okay.
Right. Girlfriend came in here earlier. Had a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with it. Look at the state of that. Well, don't laugh. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to cause any fuss, but just want you to sort it out.
Afraid I can't do that.
Well, you can do that because it looks a mess.
Look, my friend, this is just where you and I differ.
Similar, Jackson.
Well, you've got to do something because look at it. When she came through the front door at home, I thought Dave Hill out of Slade had walked in.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing.
Look, I don't want to cause any problems or anything. She hasn't even seen it properly yet. She sort of had it cut and came straight home and didn't look at it.
Yeah,
Suzanne,
right.
just look in that mirror. Look what they've done to your head.
God damn it, what is it?
Suzanne!
We're not going to do anything stupid, are we? I'm the manager here. There's no problem.
What do you mean it's not a problem? Look at the state of her hair.
Come, cooperate, and this will all be over in a minute.
I'm gonna go home.
Well, we're not going anywhere until they sort your hair out. I'm not walking home with your hair like that. It's embarrassing. So let's just get it.
You die.
No, forget having it dyed. Just get it cut. Colour's not a problem. Just sort it out. Just get rid of.
Let's see what we can do.
Right. Good. Look at it. Look at the state of it.
I'm trying real hard.
Suzanne, just keep your head still there so you can.
Just hang in there, baby. You're doing great. I'm proud of you.
Just sort that bit out there. Just cut that.
Cute.
My barber says I've got the hair of a Chinaman. Have you heard that before? What? What's so funny about that? Is it serious or what? Freaking me out.
If my answers frighten you, you should cease asking scary questions.
Nice.
It's almost over.
There you go.
No, it's not brilliant, but that'll have to do, won't it? I reckon we'll have to buy her a hat on the way home.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Do you think Suzanne's listening?
It's alright, isn't it?
I like that.
Yeah, right.
I like the fact that in that she's represented with a sort of dim-wit southern accent.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend. So I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Alright,
It was
well,
nice, yeah, it was nice. I don't know what kind of copyright infringements that was made.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good
the
point,
question
actually.
is,
How could they do this?
what did I say is odd about my hair?
odd about your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Alright.
yeah. Fans of the show will know that already, I'm sure.
Yeah, so
Chinaman,
email
right?
in,
Head of the
rickygervais@xfm.co.uk, or yeah, just email actually.
Yeah.
Bored?
Right.
Yeah. You can win some tat. Usual address.
That is a beautiful record.
Yeah, this is Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen, as recorded by Badly Drawn Boy.
Ah, okay. It's a cover.
Badly Drawn Boy doing his version of Bruce Springsteen's Thunder Road.
Good effort.
XFM 104.9. Tricky song to do a good version of, but not
Good
bad.
effort.
Not bad.
Badly.
Tell you what, who's also made a good effort?
Go on.
Stephen Gunning of Tooting. He's correctly identified that Karl's hair is like that of a Chinaman's.
Or it was.
Yeah, many other people have emailed in saying, how can we know what your hair's like because you are a bold mank twat.
Is our language okay on this show in general?
No.
I told you that, you know, to be careful on that.
Yeah, why don't you try putting some effort into it as you get Mondays off for this 2 hours? You've come up with Rockbuster clue that no one can get because it was impossible, it wasn't even a clue.
Yeah. I've got your headlines. I've done Pulp Fiction, right? I taught you about that fella, the builder fella, and his eyes and that.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you've taught me. It's sort of like you borrow information. It's like one of those things that, you know, what are those things called, write once, read many. You can just pass it on, and it's
yeah,
one of those CDs you can just play once.
Well, it struck me
that is you and information. It goes in. If you tell someone once, it's like you've lost it. It's like passed the parcel with knowledge. It's gone now. You don't even remember what you told me.
The chain letter.
What?
You mean chain letter, don't you?
Shut up. It struck me when we were listening to his phone call to you at the very beginning of the show. I don't know if you might have missed that, but basically it was a message that Karl left for Ricky. But about halfway through that message, there was the feeling, I don't know if you noticed, but like the words started to fall apart. It was like he wasn't going to make it. Every time Karl opens his mouth, it's the equivalent of walking across one of those rickety bridges in Indiana Jones that might not make it to the other side.
I know, yeah. Oh, look at him.
Anyway, we've had a few laughs and we've had a few insults.
Yeah,
but,
so we'll try and sort of really, honestly, I'll try and sort out something else as opposed to Rockbusters next week. Less adverts, I think.
Ideally.
What else?
Oh, better chat, better music, better presenters.
No, come on.
We got rid of Monkey News.
What's it? Oh, there's no Monkey News.
No, it's gone on this week.
Don't talk. There must be some Monkey News. It's not like it's real news. You tell us stories about chimps from the 18th century.
Yeah.
It's not. Don't give me nothing happened this week. You just didn't look at the internet.
Did look.
And there's no news. Nothing happened.
There was one little bit of Monkey News about.
There you go.
How you can now buy tea that's been picked by little chimps because it tastes good.
Right.
That's what they're saying.
Right. Why does it taste good? What do they do to it?
I don't know. It just annoyed me.
Is it those chimps from the PG Tips Act?
Well, that's
Are they dressed up, having funny conversations?
But
like
that's the thing. Everyone made a fuss about, that's cruel, making them pick a piano up.
Yeah.
If I was a chimp, I know what job I'd prefer.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Doing removals rather than standing in a field picking tea and that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he probably thought that was a documentary.
Yeah.
A trailer for a Channel 4 programme.
Alright, we'll be back next
I've
week.
got a little treat for them. Right, that winner of the DVD, watch the behind-the-scenes footage because you see Karl's little round head. So they're enjoying that. Who won that, by the way? We've given that away, haven't we?
Yeah, we forget who it was.
It's gone.
Oh.
Don't bother watching the rest of the stand-up, though. It's a bit poor. Leave you with 50 Cent's outfit.
Fiddy, I called him Fiddy. I called him Fiddy Cent.
Back next week.
Fiddy.
Okay. Oh my god. There's one thing that's worrying me. I sort of I think I'm at the point now where I get some of Rockbusters. Like I can't say I get all the answers, but I get some of the answers, and it's starting to worry me because I thought geniuses. I actually thought when you say G, I mean obviously forget all the clue. I never even bothered like thinking about the clue. Think about the initial. This is how it works. Like think about the initial, and he said G, and I said, well, gorillas, no, Genesis, maybe, lamp, genie, geniuses. I knew it. It's a worrying thought. It's like this is now what's going on inside my. I hope it's not some permanent damage, that Karl did. I don't want that in my head 24/7. Me mispronouncing these bands' names and just looking at the world and in Karl's, through Karl's view. But it's it's the simplification of things, you know. It's the Cecile, C-C-L, C-L, C-L, C-Hull, C-Hull. He's going to C-Hull. Oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? No. And I was thinking like, what was it? I was thinking Supremes, I was thinking Scorpions, I was thinking, I don't remember, did I think Seal? Did I say Seal? I don't remember. I mean, I just go through the initials, you know, like what are the ones that I know have an S? S. You know, so yeah. And what was the third one? Was it the Jamaican one? He said, oh my God, I just remember. Dear Streets. Dear Street, dire straits. Dear Street. I mean, that's not even Jamaican. That's not any accent in the world. That's not even in any language. Nobody will ever pronounce it Dear Street. You know, Dear Street. Dear Street. Fuck off. and you know, it's not just these rockbuster answers. It's everything apparently. He reads about Ivan, you know, the terrible, or Iva as he called him, and the way he simplifies the story is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely just sublime. It's almost like an art form. The way he just strips all the adult, terminology. Anything used by an adult, he's gonna throw that out, and he's gonna say, and he's gonna talk like a teenager, you know, or a kid. It's like, Ivan, the terrible fella, he had somebody do some work on his house. Like, you know, it's like, what is he talking about? The way he describes it, it's so strange. It's like, I'm not picturing Ivan the terrible. I'm picturing somebody from like yesterday. Somebody went to someone's house to do some gardening yesterday. This is how it sounds like when he speaks. These are the images that formulate in my mind. You know, when he speaks the way he speaks, it's very, very strange. But I'm so glad at least Bong News or Bong Headlines, whatever it's called, it's back. I mean, this is a powerful feature. This is just one sentence guaranteed to always make everybody laugh. That's powerful. You know, that is how it should be. It's a snappy feature. It's not something that sit here and listen to these 7 clips, 7 audio clips from 7 songs and figure out what the sentence is. You know, like, I don't wanna. Or the other one that was even more horrible, the one where he's like, he makes some sound effects and you gotta guess the. Oh God, forget it. You know, only things that salvage this is Monkey News, Bong News, and well, no more Cheeky Freak of the Week, right? No more Cheeky Freak of the Week. I mean, yeah. So I think those are the last 2 features he has that actually help. The Rockbusters has become a bit torturous now, and the fact that I'm getting some of them is you know, just takes the fun out of it for me as well. Because like, I should not be getting geniuses. I should not be guessing it. I should be healthy in my mind. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. For now, bye.